we've identified our goal. That's to attain 4 kinds of happiness. Happiness from loving relationship, happiness from success and abundance, happiness from peaceful law and order, and happiness from spiritual satisfaction and fulfillment. We've also identified 4 essential realities that will help us to attain that goal. That's the individual conscious self, the universal conscious self, the divine relationship between them, and positive association here where we're living. Now we need to identify the 4 groups of activities, practical activities, that are going to help us to attain the goal. In general, that means giving of ourselves in the 4 essential areas of life. That means giving of ourselves in loving relationships, giving of ourselves in work and activity, giving of ourselves in following ideals and values, and giving of ourselves in linking and relating with the divine. I'm going to talk about spirituality first because leaders of leaders understand that everything really starts from spirituality. Everything will work only when we're acting as instruments of the divine to fulfill the divine plan. So practical activities for spiritual satisfaction and fulfillment. First of all, we have to understand spirit. Understand the individual spirit, understand the supreme spirit. Secondly, we need to resolve doubts. There's material doubts whether spirit exists, and then personal doubts whether the divine is really a person or whether just it's light or energy. And then thirdly, we link with the divine by practical processes, prayer, meditation, singing and chanting hymns and mantras, service, worship, offering. These are practical processes, universal practical processes that are recommended in all the spiritual traditions for actually linking with the divine. And then fourth, we need to act as instruments of the divine to fulfill the divine plan. These are the practical activities for spiritual satisfaction and fulfillment. Peaceful law and order means that we act in harmony with ideals and values. First of all, understanding our own personal ideals and values. Secondly, understanding universal ideals and values, especially truthfulness, cleanliness and purity, loving kindness, and simple living. And then we need to make a common agreement, and then acting with integrity. This will enable us to get peaceful law and order. Third thing, for success and abundance, we need to understand the importance of acting according to our talent. Secondly, we need to identify our talent. Then we work according to our talent, and we cooperate with others with complementary talents. These are practical activities for getting success and abundance. And then loving relationships. That means belonging as an individual with commitment. Our sense of belonging comes from 4 main sources: the body, our family, our community or nation, and our religious or ideological group. So the most important thing, basic thing, is health and fitness for the body and mind. That means diet, fitness, regular activity. Then we need to practice personal and interpersonal skills. First of all, listening so that others will express themselves, and then expressing ourselves so that others will listen, and then needs, understanding and facilitating each other's needs. These are the 4 kinds of practical activities that help us to attain the goal, which is those 4 kinds of happiness.